The chains of habits are too weak to be felt until they're too strong to be broken, right? We have habits that we do every single day, good and bad. One thing we do not realize is we are a reflection of our daily habits, no matter how small, all right? And every day we do these little things, they add up and they become very hard to break. You know, you have a snack one day, you have a snack the other day, all of a sudden you're snacking every single day. You always have snacks to your desk and it's very hard to break that habit, okay? Same thing when we start to increase our overall lifestyle. You start to focus on doing, a 10-minute walk every morning. That 10-minute walk every morning is now a habit that is there. It's good. It's stuck there. And you make that something that you don't even think about anymore. You wake up, you go for a walk. And this is really important to understand because those little things do add up. It's the accumulation of our daily habits that people don't realize are is what's going to move us in the direction that we want to go or we don't want to go. And so all those little things that you do, like I said, those little habitual snacks, being lazy and staying up a little bit later to watch a little bit of Netflix turns into you not being able to sleep for 2 hours now every night because you've started watching 5 minutes of Netflix a day. Who watches 5 minutes? Started watching half an hour of Netflix a day, moved to an hour and a half, to staying up 2 hours every night. And then that's a habit that's there and you can't go to sleep on time. You going to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday might not seem like a lot, but you start to do that week after week. Guess what? It becomes second nature. It becomes a habit. It becomes something that just becomes ingrained in you, and that is a health promoting habit. So what I'm trying to help you guys understand here is that we always have things that are going to move us towards our goals and move us away from our goals. And these aren't big things. These aren't the massive things that happen on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, or like one massive thing. You don't go for a 30K run on Saturday and you're like, you know what? Lost all my body fat from this 30K run. Improved my overall fitness. My VO2 max is now at 45. It's the best. Doesn't happen like that. It's an accumulation of those little things over time. And we are the reflection of that. You eat like shit all the time. You're always snacking. You can't manage your nutrition. You might not gain weight overnight. You might not gain weight over the week. But guess what? 2, 3, 4 months down the line, all of a sudden you're 6 or 7 kilos heavier. And we know it happens. And we're like, how the fuck did this happen? It's because of those little things that happen on a daily basis. So what you want to start to do is pay attention to your daily habits. What are you doing, those little freaking things every day, and how are they adding up? Are they moving you towards your goal? Are they moving you further away from your goal? You need to start really assessing this, because then when you can see if those things you're doing are moving you further or closer to your goal, you can then try and change those habits if they're not in alignment with you. If they are in alignment with you, then fantastic. But these are the things that pay off. And it's like that one domino effect that knocks all the others down. Again, if you start with a 10-minute walk and that ends up being a 15-minute walk, then a 20-minute walk, then you've gone from doing, 4,000 steps on average to now doing 10,000 steps on average, because you're accumulating things over time. And just like the book Atomic Habits, which is a fantastic book, it talks about atomic, astronomical, no, that's not the word. Tiny size is what I'm trying to talk about here, is what you're trying to do. It's about those small little things that you do on a daily basis, and they add up, okay? So really consider what you're doing. What are those things that are moving you forwards? What are those things that aren't moving you forwards? Do you need to make adjustments for anything? Do you need to tinker around a little bit? Do you need to start breaking those little bad habits and make better adjustments? Do you need to start making good small habits and not jumping the gun and thinking you have to do everything to move you closer towards that, all right? So this is what I want you thinking about going forwards. What are those little daily things that you need to start working on that will move you closer towards your goals? And what are those tiny little things that you've been getting away with that you're now having to break? And here's the thing, like I said, the chains are very hard to break, all right? These bad habits are hard. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. It's gonna be a challenge. You're gonna have to slowly change those small habits with other small habits that will benefit you. And this is why, these habits that are there, they're very hard to change, which is why we start with small increments, okay? So don't go balls to the wall, don't go crazy. Take your time with these habits to make small changes. You're not gonna change it overnight, but you will get there, all right? That's the video for you. If you guys have any questions, as always, shoot me a message on Instagram at tysonthetrainerr with 2 R's. I'll speak to you guys next time.